cosmos, these pollinated flowers are no good. Cosmos, usually I would say I grow it for events, but I always put in my retail orders what is the best in the garden. And today, the cosmos is the best of what's in the garden. I mean, look at the foliage, look at the flowers. So I absolutely cannot resist putting some cosmos in. And I definitely find the doubles are better for retail. In fact, I've got the apricotta out there, but I just didn't pick it because it's just not looking as good as these doubles are. So the doubles, we've got a Snowpuff, which is the white, and then the Double Click Cranberry, which the other day I complained wasn't looking very good, but it's really perked up now, and it's looking a lot better. I think what I'm going to do is we'll have one double click and one white in each of these, so you can go away. I'm doing teacher flowers. It's that time of year. I want some, if I can find it, some chickpea. I want 3 chickpea. 1, 2, 3. I want some gooseneck loose strife 3. I've got 1 mint. Right, let's see what we've got. So foliage wise, we've got mint and 3 chickpeas. That's for the 3 grasses I give for free. 5, 6 with 2 cosmos. Oh, somehow I've ended up with 2 Achillea. 1 oregano, 1 Achillea the pearl, 1 Achillea, 3 loose stripe, 1 Phlox, a Statice, a Daucus and a pink pokas. And then we'll go ahead and pop in Scabious, and then I've got some of these dahlias that are really not very open, because I prefer these like that. Oh, this one's gone bad actually, but I just prefer them when they're not massive, so I quite like to cut those like that. And that's the Cactus Dahlia that was supposed to be a white dahlia last year. I'd ordered for a wedding, and evidently it really wasn't white. Okay, I might put Helictrum in, but because I can dry those, I also might not. I just want to take a few of the lower mint off. Right, we'll have the chickpeas. I've got far too much foliage and stuff on these cosmos. They're just looking so good and strong. Cosmos are always one of the annuals that I always think I'm not going to grow, but I have this sort of special relationship with cosmos because it was the first cut flower I grew from seed, so I can't bring myself to not grow it, even though its vase life, it's not known for having a particularly good vase life. I just can't help myself. Got some Nigella somewhere actually that I wanted to put in. Turn that one bit of Statice into 2 bits of Statice. Turn this one Scabious into 2 Scabious. Daucus, pink pokers. I might have to put you in the middle, only because I've only got one really spiky thing. In fact, we'll just... oh, that would be better. Okay, that's better. And then we have still got our Dahlia and our mint, which really will go in the middle. And a bit of chickpea, grasses. Where's the nigella? So I've got a white nigella and a blue nigella. There we are. Right, now I just want to do that a couple more times. And then I'll faff with that in a minute. I just want to get them pretty much done, and then I can check what they look like. Okay, so 2 cosmos, a white and a cranberry. And a white. It's so hot though, I daren't lay the flowers out for too long. Try and keep them in the bucket as much as I can. And we've got pink Statice this time. And again, we just want to turn that into 2 bits. The grasses. Pink pokers, Scabious. We have different Scabious as well. But I'm only put 1 Scabious stem in this because it's got so many flowers on it. Nigella. And then we want a Dahlia, an Achillea, both types of Achillea, oregano. I want 3 loose strife, 3 loose strife, a mint, oh, and a Phlox. snapped another bit. Right, is that everything? Status. Oh, Chickpea. Oh, and Daucus. Daucus. Chickpea. 1. Chickpea. 2, 3. Good, good. This doesn't look very colourful. I think it is everything. Right, so Chickpea, Status, Chickpea, Status, Loose Strife, Daucus, Achillea, Phlox, Achillea Pearl, just take some of these lower ones off again. Pink Poker Status, Oregano, Nigella White, Nigella Blue, Cosmos, that's a Double Click Cranberry. Look at this branch. That's a beast branch. And then the Scabious, which is another beast. And then we've got, oh, how have my loose strife both ended up right next to each other like that? We've got another Chickpea. I want to get the mint in the middle. I find if I pick my mint too early in the season, it's just quite wilty. But once it starts to flower, I find it far more reliable. And I know, you know, lots of you tell me if I tried searing it, and I don't get on very well with searing. There are some things if I really have to, I will, but I'd always prefer not to. Usually because everything I'm doing at 90 miles an hour. Because usually before I've got to be at work. And then Dahlia. Okay. And again, like I say, we'll look at these properly in a minute. We just want to get them sort of started. Okay, and then we'll go again. I just want to put these in water. Okay, so 3 canary grass, 1 pink poker, 1 phlox, status, might not have that one, cosmos times 2, white, scabious. Let's have a dark scabious now if we can. Oh no, what about you? This pinky one. I need to take my eye out. Right, so we'll turn this status into 1. Oh, maybe we can have a blue and a pink so they're nice and tall. 2. Is that everything? Ta-da! Right. Okay. Chickpea. Loose strife. Chickpea. Loose Strife, Achillea, Daucus. Oh, that's a big oregano. Oh, I've snapped a bit of that. Oregano, Statis, Cosmos, Cosmos. Why do I feel like I'm missing something on this one? That's a huge. Scabious. Pink. Oh, snap! Oh, pink poker. Oh, that one snapped as well. Oh, this is a really... Oh, that was snapped as well. Oh. And this is... They're getting weedier and weedier now as I get nearer the bottom of the bucket. That's the weediest one we've had so far. Oh, we've got a really generous Nigella for this one. In fact, we'll have to cut that down, really. Don't think these buds are going to add anything. They don't have any colour on them. Phlox. Right, and we'll get the mint in the middle, same as we have with the others. So in the field, obviously, I'd stripped the really lower leaves, and then, you know, usually if I've got time, I'll really prepare my stems well before I start. But just this week, it's been such a hurry to get the flowers cut in the cool of the day that, yeah, they're just getting shoved in the shed as quickly as possible, and then they're being a bit neglected until like now, so I have to wait until it's really late in the day before I can get them out of the shed and work with them, because it's just even been too hot to even work outside. So luckily it has cooled down a bit today. Why do I feel as if this one's got something missing? I think it has. Right, and then we'll have a little tweak with these in just a second. Now, I'm not known for doing things all the same, but you know, for wedding tables, they'll all have the same flowers, which is the same as what I've done here. So they've all got the same flowers, but not arranged meticulously the same. But because this is for teachers, you know, you don't want them being jealous of what each other have got. So you've got to make sure they look remotely the same. Right, quick tidy and then we'll sort them out. no matter, I don't know if you can see me, I'm aiming at the flowers, no matter how quickly I try and film, this camera runs out of battery continuously. So what's happened in the time between when you saw me and this is that I've added 2 more dahlias to each jar, because there wasn't enough focal. Although the cosmos are in there, they're not really the focal. So we've got a Karma Naomi, they just started to flower now, and Rosemary Dawn as well is flowering. So these are the finished teacher jars, and they now need to go back into the shed because it's just too hot for them to stay in the studio, and I need to put them in their bags. So these go in a bag, which I will show you. So these little gift bags with the care card on, and I do tend to just put a bit of tissue paper around the jar as well. So we have 3 of those. So, oh, it's a bit dark, isn't it? It's been so hot that I've been trying to keep it as cool as possible in here. So and the tissue paper just helps protect the flowers from the handles as well, so people can carry it. Right, so that's one teacher's gift. They're easier for me to transport like this as well, because now they'll sit in a box without me having to sort of separate the jars. And these jars are this is the same as on my website. I offer a British flower jar, and this is what you would get if you ordered that. And for me, I think it's my favourite gift, because it's not the cheapest option, it's not the dearest option, but it's handy for people. You know, it's already in a receptacle. Right, now I need a box for transporting. And if I've got time in the morning, I should try and photograph these for my website, but as I've been saying, this is the problem. I just never really have time for the photographing part. So I will really, really try in the morning. The light's never very good either for me, it's always really early. Right, we can only get 2 in there. And I will just put my divider in. Do a slightly bigger box, couldn't I? Take all 3.
don't want you in the picture. Ash!
Well, as always, thank you so much for joining me again for this video to make these lovely jam jars of lovely garden flowers. And I don't know if I'll have this up in time before you or your children break up from school, but this is easily the sort of thing that you can do from your own garden, and I'm sure your teachers would very much appreciate having something that's made by you, by a person. It's just a lovely, thoughtful gift. At Christmas, I'm also known for making people chocolates and cakes. I'd always rather make something than buy it. Anyway, look at me waffling. If you did like the video, please, as always, do give it... I'm being upstaged here. Anyone would think that you wanted feeding. Is that your problem? You want your dinner. Is it late and you want your dinner? Yes? He wants feeding. Where was I? If you did like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to continue, follow my gardening, my growing and my cut flower journey, then you can subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to contribute towards the making of these videos, then you can follow the link in the description to buy me a coffee. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.